Hey, this is Pastor Jay Lee, and you're listening to the Daily Sabbath Podcast. Mark chapter 14, verses 32 through 36. They went to a place called Gethsemane, and Jesus said to his disciples, "Sit here while I pray." He took Peter, James, and John along with him, and he began to feel deeply distressed and troubled. "My soul is overwhelmed with sorrow to the point of death," he said. "Stay here and keep watch." Going a little farther, he fell to the ground and prayed that if possible, the hour might pass from him. "Abba, Father," he said, "everything is possible for you. Take this cup from me, yet not what I will, but what you will." Because Jesus was the Messiah, it's tempting for us to think that he wasn't really like us. But seeing him here in Gethsemane, moments from his betrayal, you can't help but see his humanity. Jesus often withdrew to be alone in prayer, but here he's almost desperate to have his friends be with him. "My soul is overwhelmed," he tells them, as he pleads with them to just please stay awake and pray with him. Even more surprising is Jesus' prayer. He asked the Father, if possible, to let this cup, this moment, pass from him. "Is there any other way, Father? Is there any other way?" It's a pretty shocking request considering he has already predicted at least 3 times that he would have to die. It's hard to read this and come to any other conclusion. Jesus was afraid. It's not a sin to be afraid. It's human. And somehow knowing that Jesus was afraid too makes me less afraid. But what did Jesus do with his fear? First, he got ruthlessly and unapologetically honest with his Father in prayer. A lot of people might think the audacity of Jesus to ask the Father something like that at a moment like this, after he's already been announcing to people that he would die on multiple occasions. But Jesus was not afraid to go to that raw and honest place in prayer. And the Father was not offended by that kind of total honesty. It wasn't offensive, it was intimate. But ultimately, after Jesus made the depths of his soul known to the Father, he was able to choose faith over fear. "Please take this cup from me, yet not my will, but yours be done." It wasn't faith without fear, but faith in spite of fear. And so your reflection for today is this: are you holding back your true worries and fears from God? And can you get raw and brutally honest with him like Jesus did? And like Jesus, perhaps you will find a faith begin to rise in you in spite of fear. For more Daily Sabbath content, please be sure to follow us on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts. And you can also follow us on our Instagram account, Daily Sabbath.